Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky told Donald Trump it was time to fix the situation after the U.S. suspended military aid to Ukraine, but stopped short of apologizing for the Oval Office row on Friday. "Our meeting in Washington did not go as planned. It's a shame. We need to move forward," Zelensky wrote in X. Later, in an address to the nation, he noted that Kyiv had not been officially notified of the aid freeze and asked for clarification. "I have instructed the Secretary of Defense, Intelligence, and diplomats to get official information," he said. "People should not guess." Zelensky stressed that Ukraine and America deserve a respectful dialogue, and recalled that aid was suspended in January. The Ukrainian president came to Washington to sign a mineral deal, but was removed from the White House after a dispute with Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. Trump said he would speak to Zelensky again when he is ready for peace. 72 hours later, the White House announced a pause in aid, saying, "The president is focused on peace. We need partners who share that goal." Ukraine is ready to negotiate, Zelensky tweeted Tuesday. "No one wants endless war. We are ready to work under the strong leadership of President Trump to achieve a lasting peace." Zelensky has offered to stop fighting in the air and at sea if Russia does the same. A partial truce, he said, would include a ban on attacks on civilian infrastructure and a prisoner exchange. "We want to move quickly and work with the United States on a lasting final agreement," he added. Ukraine is also ready to sign a minerals deal at any time, emphasizing gratitude for U.S. support. "We remember how everything changed when President Trump provided Ukraine with javelins. We are grateful for that," Zelensky said. French President Emmanuel Macron held talks with Trump and Zelensky, welcoming Kyiv's willingness to engage in dialogue. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer also backed Zelensky's aspirations for peace. Ukraine's allies fear Trump is pushing for a truce that benefits Russia. Ukrainian Prime Minister Denis Shmyhal said U.S. aid had saved tens of thousands of lives, but stressed that the agreement must be on Ukraine's terms. "We want concrete security guarantees from the U.S., Europe, and the G7, he said, adding that ceding territory to Russia was impossible under the UN Charter.